What is going on, Laker fans? Appreciate you guys tuning in. Any NBA fans out there as well? Appreciate you guys being a part of the show. Um, what price is too much for Austin Reaves? That's going to be the topic for today's show, tonight's show. I want to spend a little time on this. There was something that came out from Mark Stein. This was probably within the last few hours or so. And the Lakers obviously got some big time decisions to make. And they got a lot of players here that they got to figure out. We know what this roster looks like. By the way, July 1st is on Saturday. So that's when free agency will start. So we're just a few days away from that. But think about that. You have Austin Reaves, D'Angelo Russell that you got to figure out, Rui Hachimura, Dennis Schroeder, Lonnie Walker, um, Mo Bamba player option, Malik Beasley a player option, or I'm sorry, team options. You got a lot of stuff to figure out. The Lakers certainly got their work cut for them. But I want to spend a little time on Austin Reaves and Austin Reaves specifically. Some of the conversation and the chatter has kind of started about Austin Reaves and kind of figuring out what the market is going to be for him specifically. And I'll throw this out to Laker fans, and I think we all have a pretty good gauge of how important Austin Reaves was for the Lakers, how important Austin Reaves would be for the Lakers. So during the regular season, what did Reaves do? Averaged 13 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. But that kind of all changed as you got towards the end of the season and you got towards the actual playoffs. Reeves' game got better. And, I've said this before and I'll say it again. There was a point with Austin Reaves where, you'd say, man, this guy's a nice player. Wow, he's got a lot of potential. Man, this guy's really developing. And then over time, it came, why isn't Austin Reaves in the starting lineup? And then over more time, it was, all right, forget the starting lineup. Why isn't Austin Reaves closing out games? Why isn't Austin Reaves playing 35, 40 minutes a game? Let me explain to you what Austin Reaves was doing for the Lakers in the postseason, specifically against the Denver Nuggets, just in the playoffs in general. Reaves averaged almost 17 points a game, 4.5 assists, and 4.5 rebounds a night in the postseason, and was the Lakers' third leading scorer. Only LeBron James and Anthony Davis had better numbers than Austin Reaves. So let me say that again. Austin Reaves was giving the Lakers 17 points a game, 4.5 assists, and 4.5 rebounds on a night in, night out basis in the playoffs. Lakers played 16 games. We know they got past Memphis in 6, they got past the Warriors in 6, and then they lost, got swept by the Denver Nuggets. This is where it can get a little complicated for the Lakers. Now, I'm going to continue to. I don't think that the Lakers are in jeopardy of not keeping Austin Reaves, but I'm going to read something here. A report from Mark Stein. Mark Stein said the purple and gold are to lock to match any offers on Austin Reaves. Can't read. They will match any offer on Austin Reaves. That remains the case regardless of whether another team gives him a maximum offer sheet and restricted free agency of approximately $100 million over 4 years. So, like fans, I'm curious to get your thoughts on this because there is going to be some strategy from other teams out there trying to find a way to stick it to the Lakers. Have them make sure that they spend as much money as possible. By the way, Jovan Buha had put something out a little bit. This was, I think, early in June that the Lakers would match any contract offer sheet that he signs up to $100 million. So that was already a conversation from earlier. But the question I'll throw out to Laker fans is teams are going to try to make this as complicated and as difficult as possible for the Lakers. There are definitely some teams out there, including the San Antonio Spurs, including the Houston Rockets, including the Orlando Magic, that could make a big offer to Austin Reaves. We know kind of, if you don't know how this all kind of works out, but basically the Lakers will have 24 hours to match any offer out there. And the Lakers have already said, listen, you try to go out after Austin Reaves, we're going to match that offer. So you're wasting your time. And if you're out there making an offer on a restricted player, it means you can't make an offer to anybody else until that team matches. So the Lakers can wait that full 24 hours and then make an offer at the last second and say, all right, we're going to keep Austin Reaves. It's funny. At one point, you thought Austin Reaves' market was going to be, okay, you know what? I think Reaves is going to get 4 years. The most the Lakers can actually offer him before he does become that restricted free agent, and other teams can, obviously come in. The Lakers have the full bird rights on Austin Reaves. The max they could give him is 4 years, $51 million in free agency. Teams are going to come out there. And there was a time where you thought, you know what? A team's probably going to offer Reaves 4 years, $60 million. Okay. And then you heard, you know what? He might get 4 years, 70. He might get 4 years, 80. Is that crazy? Austin Reaves could get $100 million, 4 years, $100 million. And I'm not trying to discredit Austin Reaves. I'm as big of a fan as anybody out there. But that's crazy that think about where Austin Reaves was just 2 years ago and what he's about to do for himself based on everything that he accomplished over the last 2 years, and specifically this last year for the Lakers under the biggest lights, what he was able to do, and he's about to get paid for it. Is there a number that you would stop at for Austin Reaves? If another team offered 4 years, 80, you matching it? If they offer 4 years, 90, you matching it? If they're offering 4 years, $100 million for Austin Reaves, are you matching it? I'll tell you what I would do. And you can feel free to put it on the comments below. Please subscribe to the channel too if you have not yet subscribed. What I would do is actually pretty simple. You can't lose Austin Reaves, period. You just can't. And I think the Lakers, sometimes these decisions are a little bit easier for you because you know that what this man brings to the table, the fact that the Lakers let Alex Caruso, one of those other players that the Lakers should have been aggressive in keeping, the fact that Alex Caruso the Lakers did not find a way to retain him. I don't think they're making another mistake on Austin Reaves. And frankly, I don't think you can afford whatever that number is. I think you got to pay for it, and you got to make sure that Reaves are like. Can you imagine if Laker fans on July 5th or 6th, Austin Reaves is representing a different team and he's got a presser on July 10th for the Houston Rockets or the Orlando Magic or the San Antonio Spurs? I can't imagine it. I'm sure you can't imagine it as well. But at the same time, the man is going to get offers, whether, uh, what kind of value you want to look at that contract. There's crazy money being thrown around the NBA, but Austin Reaves is about to get paid. And my question to Laker fans is there a number that you would stop at? So Laker fans, please feel free to comment on this. And like I mentioned a little bit earlier, if you don't mind subscribing to the channel, it's my own personal YouTube channel. Been doing this for years. I know I do a lot of other stuff as well around Lakers basketball. But if you can't subscribe, means a lot. I'll keep pumping out the content, and I appreciate everybody spending some time to listen to tonight's show / episode. And we'll be back doing this again tomorrow. Thanks, Laker fans.